May I please request round of applause for the guest of honor for the event, Minister of State, Shri Shripad Yeso Naik. Thank you. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Respected guest of honor, Honorable Minister of State for Ministry of New and Renewable Energy and Power, Shri Shripad Yeso Naik, distinguished representative from Ministry of New and Renewable Energy, esteemed colleagues from Government of India, our partners from German Cooperation Agency, industry leaders, financial institutions, technology provider, and all dear friends from academia and civil society. On behalf of MNRE, GIZ, and Grant Thornton Bharat, it is my privilege to welcome you to this national level workshop on introduction and adoption of biomass for green steam and heat application in MSME. Today's discussion sits at a very important crosspoint, wherein which we will look at industrial decarbonization, energy security, rural livelihoods, and MSME competitiveness. When we often talk about India's clean energy transition, electricity dominates the conversation. But also, we know that the process of heat accounts for the bulk of industrial consumption, especially in MSMEs. And this is where biomass can be a real game changer. Not in the distant future, but right here, right now. Today is also special because we are jointly launching the report on decarbonizing MSME use of biomass for green steam and heat application, which provides a practical, on-ground lens on how this transition can actually happen. With this context, we will proceed with the inaugural session. May I please request Shri Mayank Tiwari, Additional Secretary at MNRE, to felicitate guest of honor, Shri Shripad Yeso Naik ji. May I also request Shri Mayank Tiwari ji to felicitate Secretary MNRE, Mr. Santosh Sarangi ji. May I also request Mayank Tiwari ji to felicitate Mr. Gottfried Genningen, Head of Division for Economic Cooperation and Development, Embassy of the Federal Republic of Germany. Thank you, sir. Now, may I please request Dr. Gaurav Mishra, Scientist F, Bioenergy Division in MNRE, to felicitate Shri Mayank Tiwari, Additional Secretary at MNRE. May I now invite Dr. Gaurav Mishra, Scientist F at MNRE, to deliver the welcome address and set the official tone for the day. Dr. Mishra.
Thank you so much. Very good morning to everyone. Honorable Minister of State for New and Renewable Energy, Secretary MNRE, Mr. Gottfried from German Embassy, Additional Secretary, sir, all senior officers from Ministry, distinguished dignitaries, industry leaders, MSME representatives, technology providers, and valued partners. A very good morning to all of you. It is a privilege to welcome you all to this workshop on the introduction and adoption of green steam and heat applications in MSMEs, and to the launch of the report Decarbonizing MSMEs from use of biomass for the green heat and steam application. We are pleased to host this important discussion at the Ministry of New and Renewable Energy. As India advances toward its commitments to achieving 50% non-fossil energy capacity by 2030 and net zero emissions by 2070, decarbonizing industrial energy use has become a critical priority. While clean electricity has seen rapid progress, the transition of industrial process heat, particularly in MSMEs, requires focused attention. As we all know that the micro, small, and medium enterprises, MSMEs, are the backbone of India's economy. They contribute significantly to the manufacturing output, employment, and exports. However, many MSMEs continue to rely on coal and other fossil fuels for steam and heat application, leading to higher costs, emissions, and growing challenges in meeting sustainability expectations. In this context, biomass-based green steam and heat solutions offer a practical and scalable alternative. India has, as we all know that, India has abundant biomass resources, especially agriculture residues, which can be effectively used to meet industrial thermal energy needs. So the adoption of biomass for the process heat can actually reduce greenhouse gas emissions and improve local air quality, help addressing the issue of crop burning, residue burning, create additional income opportunities for farmers and FPOs, and also enhancing energy security and competitiveness for the MSMEs. Today's event also marks the launch of the report Decarbonizing MSMEs through use of biomass for green heat and steam application. So this report provides valuable insights into existing energy use patterns in MSMEs and outlines practical pathways for adopting biomass-based solutions. It includes case studies, technological options, and recommendations to overcome challenges related to finance, awareness, and fuel supply. The report also highlights policy support available under the MNRE initiatives such as National Bioenergy Program, as well as the efforts like Samat Mission, which helps in strengthening biomass supply chain and market linkages on the national level. This workshop brings together all key stakeholders across the biomass value chain, which is MSMEs, technology providers, aggregators, FPOs, and financial institutions. Such collaboration is essential to build a robust ecosystem that ensures reliable biomass supply, quality standards, and cost-effective solutions. So I encourage all participants to engage actively in today's discussions, share experiences, and explore partnerships that can accelerate the adoption of green heat and steam applications across MSME clusters. In conclusion, the transition to biomass-based process heat is not only an environmental imperative, but also an opportunity to strengthen the resilience and competitiveness of India's MSMEs. Together, through collaboration and innovation, we can drive India's green industrial transformation. With these words, I once again welcome you all and thank you for your valuable participation. And I wish the workshop leads to a fruitful deliberations. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Mishra, for the opening remarks. India's biomass energy is closely aligned with the global experience on clean thermal energy, and international cooperation plays a very crucial role in accelerating learning, innovation, and scale. It is therefore a pleasure to invite Mr. Gottfried von Gemmingen, Head of Division for Economic Cooperation and Development, Embassy of the Federal Republic of Germany, for delivering special address.
Honorable Minister of State, Honorable Secretary, also Honorable Additional Secretary, very new, and Mr. Mishra, yeah. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to thank the Ministry of New and Renewable Energies for inviting us, Embassy and GIZ, to this workshop on the introduction and adoption of biomass for green steam and heat applications in micro, small and medium enterprises. And I would like to congratulate the Ministry and the teams of Grant Thornton and GIZ for developing this well-researched and timely report on this very important issue. Over more than 2 decades, India and Germany have developed a strategic alliance in the domain of renewable energy together with you, which is embedded in the India-Germany Green and Sustainable Development Partnership. This collaboration has seen successful implementation of various important programs and projects, a testament of our shared commitment to energy transition and a sustainable future for all. And this, I can say, because of actual events, this was also beginning of this week, also strongly underlined in the joint statement by our two heads of government, the Prime Minister, His Excellency Prime Minister Modi, and the German Federal Chancellor Friedrich Merz during their meeting in Ahmedabad, which I had a pleasure to attend as well. One key initiative under the Green and Sustainable Development Partnership is the India-Germany Platform for Investments in Renewable Energy Worldwide, which was jointly launched by your Minister, Honorable Minister Joshi, and the German Minister of Economic Cooperation and Development at the RE Invest in Gandhinagar in September 24. And on Monday, we launched one of the working groups, which is the Energy Storage Working Group. Others on solar and on wind have been launched in October last year. So we are getting ahead in order to support India in the establishment of an industry for providing solar panels, wind turbines, energy storage capacities, produce them in India themselves for this run-up in renewable energies, together with German know-how and expertise by German industry, research institutions, and business associations. So this is the common objective, and therefore, but today we have a different topic, which is biomass. It's not biogas, where we also stressed by the platform, but the need for thinking differently about the usage of biomass. We can see every morning when we look into our apps and look out of the window and see the air quality which is there, although it also has different reasons, or also different reasons, but the large-scale production and application of biomass for renewable energy bridges energy efficiency, circular waste systems, improved livelihoods, and therefore transforming agricultural residue into clean, locally generated energy drives green innovation, reduces carbon emissions, and empowers communities in a sustainable manner, and is also a necessity in order to improve air quality here in northern India. Through the Indo-German Cooperation Project, called Implementation of Energy Plans between MNRE and GIZ, federal, state governments and key actors across the biomass value chains are being supported by Germany to promote the scaling up of bioenergy and biogas solutions. Therefore, let me take this opportunity to congratulate the Ministry in organizing this key event, bringing members across the biomass value chain together on a single forum to encourage the adoption of biomass in micro, small, and medium enterprises. We strongly believe in the potential of biomass and its importance for achieving India's renewable energy targets, improving livelihoods, and reducing greenhouse gas emissions and improving air quality. I wish all participants a fruitful and pleasant event. Thank you very much for your attention. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for the special address and for highlighting the importance of global partnership in enabling India's green transition. We now move to a key moment of the day, the introduction and formal launch of the report Decarbonizing MSME Use of Biomass for Green Steam and Heat Application. This report brings together the policy insight, the sectoral diagnostic, and actionable recommendation from biomass deployment obligation to supply chain enablement and standardization. May I invite Shri Manoj Mahata, Energy Advisor from GIZ, to introduce the report for us, and thereafter we'll proceed with the launch.
Thank you very much. Dear dignitaries on the dais, of the dais, and I'll rather say all the mover and shaker of this industry. We all are today here in this room, and if we deliberate well, plan well, I think whatever dream we have seen, we have visualized, we have articulated through this report will come into reality very soon. So I think you all have a report. I'll not take much time to explain it. So basically, we have analyzed almost all sectors. Next. So basically, we have reviewed all possible parameters for which data is available, although we have done huge amount of data collection from different actors in this case. So we have reviewed the current status of whatever we have implemented, then we have technically assessed them. And I will show you how detailed technical assessment has been carried out, and we have reported this thing in the report. And we have seen how sector-wise, cluster-wise usage, challenges, initiatives are there, and how to take it forward. So basically, we have identified this sector are very close to the actual as a users, and they have a huge potential to shift from other fuel into biomass, mainly chemical, textile, ceramic refractory, then pulp and paper, and several other MSME sector which are not mentioned over here, because to ensure that there will be a local market created for bottom-up development process in a very localized manner. And those industries are basically the backbone, for example, brick sector. And there is hardly any technology available for those sectors, and these are managed by local people. So it is a local circular economy kind of things which will boost the bottom-up development process. As I was mentioning how critically you have assessed So these are basically the recommendations. One is the blending. Although there are program initiatives where 5 to 7% blending is already happening, but there are other industries also there where blending can be done. Innovative models, service model, or maybe aggregation model, or digitization, so that aggregation model can be facilitated, market-driven models. Those things are also mentioned over here. Credit, because this is a new initiative, people are already working with some technology, some fuel, shifting from that to another fuel, another technology. So credit link subsidy for MSME, it is a unanimous sound came from almost all stakeholders, not only MSME alone. And then biomass exchange and trading. We have those kind of discussion earlier also, and somehow this is the high time where we should formalize these platforms. There are some examples available in certain state. There are players which are digitizing the process so that we can go and form this trading in a very formal manner. Then industrial policy and promotions and the standardization of the steam supply aggregation. So these are the area where I think some and other type of work is already, the experts are also there to guide us hereafter. So these are, sorry, go to next. Yeah, sorry, come back. So basically, these are the way forward, and collectively we have to discuss, debate on these things, how early and how big, at what scale we should go. Basically, national biomass policy, which is the key driver when there is a interest shown at national levels. I think the momentum again automatically within no time. And then biomass deployment obligations, there is no mandate so far yet, but if we can mandate it, I think all FPOs, the ecosystem is quite enriched on today's date. We have to mandate it so that we can ensure the supply side. Then developing communication and dissemination strategies and policies. Maybe we are trying to do it at state level, central level initiatives also required. Somewhere it is also started in the major discussion, this thing. Designing of green heat application program. And this is the core focus because that will actually help both bigger industries as well as MSME to take it forward. And this demand pool will ensure that enough suppliers are showing interest and take it forward. Then implementable holistic roadmap, and last but not least, the capacity building things. Because there are so many actors which are working, but they don't know who are the next neighbor with whom, if they join hands, leverage the resources, probably they can ensure the effectiveness and efficiency of the entire process. So I think go through it, and in all 4 panel discussion, we'll have detailed discussion on every aspect, and we'll take your views forwarded to ministries, and we'll try to take it forward. Thank you very much. I think I'll request to inaugurate.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for giving us key insights from the report that we'll be launching now. Now, may I please request our guest of honor, Shri Shripad Yasho Naik, sir, to inaugurate and formally launch the report for us. Thank you, sir. The leadership of MNRE has been instrumental in mainstreaming bioenergy with India's renewable energy framework, not just as a fuel, but as industrial decarbonization solution. So it is my honor to invite Shri Santosh Kumar Sarangi ji, Secretary at MNRE, for delivering his special address.
Honorable MOS Shri Shripad Yasho Naik ji, Mr. Genningham from the Embassy of Germany in India, my colleagues in the ministry, Mr. Mayank Tiwari and scientist Dr. Gaurav Mishra, friends from the industry, from various departments and organizations, friends from the media. It's a great pleasure to be part of this launching ceremony where we are launching a report which has been jointly prepared by our ministry and GIZ with regard to the application of biomass-based industrial heat and steam in the MSMEs. As all of us are aware, in terms of scale, solar energy and wind energy have been big contributors to the non-fossil energy installation in our country. In terms of volume, bioenergy might have been a relatively lesser contributor to this exercise with nearly 12 gigawatt of contribution. But in terms of impact, it has a huge impact in the field. We have seen that of our total installation of solar and wind, almost 75% comes from only 5 states in solar, and 85% of wind energy comes only from those 5 states. So there is a huge concentration of solar and wind in specific states which are inherently rich in solar GHI and in terms of the wind speed which is available in those regions. But when it comes to biomass based applications, the spread can be across the country, and we have seen this happening in different parts of the country in many different ways, whether it is use of MSW for energy generation or use of waste for compressed biogas generation, or even in the rural areas small biogas plants. We have seen the spread of biomass based applications across the country. So the impact on rural livelihood in terms of use of biomass for different applications is something on which we should be aware of, and to that extent the focus of this ministry on biomass based applications will have to be equally important or maybe even higher than our focus on solar and wind energy. So in this connection, this particular report reflects the potential of meeting the requirement of industrial heat and steam across sectors, as was being pointed out, whether it is textile, food processing, steel, brass, different artisan related industries. There is a huge requirement of industrial heat and steam, and the beauty of this particular thing is that while this can operate at scale, this also has the potential to operate at a smaller scale to meet rural requirements. So from that perspective, the use of this application can be extremely high, and I am happy that the CEO of Samarth Mission with his team is here, and they have been doing a great job in popularizing biomass based briquettes and pellets, and I hope that in course of time we will have sufficient institutional capacity, technical capacity to guide and steer the larger application of this particular finding or this study across the country, and greater adaptation by not only bigger industries in their decarbonization initiative, but also by MSMEs and small scale industries to meet their requirement from biomass based industrial heat and steam system. Of course, a bit of R&D, a bit of technology intervention would be required. Biomass based raw material is an area where supply chain is not fully integrated, where supply chain has not been fully established. So from that perspective, availability of this as a raw material around the year will be a question mark till our supply chain gets very robust. And from that perspective, investment in R&D for multi-fuel boiler technology is something where we will have to work a lot, and in this our collaboration with some of the more developed countries who have found out mechanism of multi-fuel boiler technology and its efficient operation, cost effective operation, is something that we will have to work on with different countries, and we will definitely look forward to Germany in providing us with different options with regard to multi-fuel boiler technologies, both at large scale level as well as small scale level. And this is an area where I would expect our scientists in MNRE to also invest a little more, our R&D team to invest a little more in finding the appropriate boiler technologies which will meet the MSME's requirement for industrial heat and steam. I again compliment the division, bioenergy division in MNRE and GIZ for having taken this initiative. There have been scientists in MNRE who have been working on this in 22-23 onwards on this study, and I compliment all of them on culmination of this study, and now the action begins. And from that perspective, I would expect our scientists to increase their network of collaboration and see that this application is finding greater acceptability and greater adaptation among the industries of India. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir, for your visionary guidance. We are now deeply honored to invite the guest of honor, Shri Shripad Yasho Naik ji, Honorable Minister of State for Ministry of New and Renewable Energy and Power, to deliver the keynote address.
नमस्कार सेक्रेटरी MNRE श्री संतोष कुमार सारंगी जी, एडिशनल सेक्रेटरी MNRE श्री मयंक तिवारी जी, हेड ऑफ द डिवीजन फॉर इकोनॉमिक कोऑपरेशन एंड डेवलपमेंट, एम्बेसी ऑफ द फेडरल रिपब्लिक ऑफ जर्मनी मिस्टर गॉडफ्रीड ओन जेमिनिन जी, डॉक्टर गौरव मिश्रा जी of Bioenergy Division, senior officers and officials of MNRE, distinguished representative from German Embassy and GIG, esteemed dignitaries, industry leaders, representative from MSME, financial institution, state governments, technology provider and knowledge partner, friends from media, ladies and gentlemen, Namaskar and good morning to all. It gives me immense pleasure to be present at this important workshop on the introduction and adoption of the biomass for green steam and heat application in MSMEs, and to jointly launch the report titled Decarbonizing the MSMEs Use of Biomass for the Green Steam and Heat Application. I extend my sincere appreciation to MNRE, GIZ, Grant Thornton Bharat, and all partner institutions for conceptualizing these timely initiatives. Over the last decade, under the visionary leadership of our Prime Minister Shri Narendra Bhai Modi ji, India's renewable energy journey has witnessed an unprecedented momentum. Our renewable power capacity has grown more than 3 times, and bioenergy, once seen as a peripheral, has emerged as a strategic pillar of India's clean energy transition. Bioenergy today goes far beyond electricity generation. It addresses the multiple national priorities simultaneously: energy security, rural livelihood, waste management, pollution reduction, and climate action. One of the most critical challenges before us in the decarbonization of industrial process heat, especially in the MSME sector. While MSMEs contribute nearly 1/3 of India's manufacturing output and employ millions, they also account for the significant share of industrial energy consumption. A large part of the energy demand is met through fossil fuel such as coal, furnace oil, and petcoke, particularly for the steam and heat application. Transitioning this segment towards the clean and renewable thermal energy is therefore not optional, rather it is essential. In the contrast, biomass-based green steam and heat solution offer a practical, scalable, and Indian solution. Our country is rich in biomass resources. Every year, India generates surplus agricultural residue, animal waste, and municipal solid waste, much of which remains underutilized or leads to environmental degradation through open burning. Biomass enables us to convert these challenges into an opportunity by creating value from waste, reducing the emission, and generating income from farmers and rural entrepreneurs. Our government's approach towards the bioenergy is comprehensive and integrated. Through initiatives such as the National Bioenergy Program, Satat, Govardhan, and linkage with the National Green Hydrogen Mission, we are building a robust ecosystem for biomass, biogas, compressed biogas, and waste to energy project. The National Bioenergy Program launched with the spirit of minimum government, maximum governance, supports the biomass, briquettes and pellets, non-bagages based cogeneration, industrial application, and decentralized solution suited to MSMEs. The report being released today is particularly significant. It provides a data-driven and sector-specific roadmap for adopting the biomass-based green heat and steam solution in industrial such as textile, food processing, chemicals, foundries, and pharmaceuticals. I am told the report highlights not only the technological feasibility, but also policy instruments such as biomass development obligation, standardized steam supply agreement, biomass exchange, and stronger supply chain coordination. I am sure this report will serve as a valuable reference for policymakers, industry leaders, and the financial institutions alike. However, technology alone cannot drive transformation. Success will depend on collaboration across the value chain, from farmers to FPOs who supply biomass to the aggregators and logistic provider, to boiler manufacturer, energy service companies, financiers, and regulators. MSMEs require not just a technology, but confidence in fuel availability, pricing stability, operational reliability, and supportive policies. Platforms such as this workshop are therefore crucial for trust building, knowledge sharing, and co-creation of the solution. I am particularly encouraged by the focus of today's deliberation on digital platform for biomass aggregation, best practices in pellet and briquette manufacturing, the role of state government and the institution, and innovative business model for green steam supply. This discussion will provide the actionable inputs for shaping future policy of program intervention at the national level. Friends, bioenergy truly embodies the spirit of Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas. When an MSME replaces coal with biomass, it reduces the emission and energy cost. When a farmer supplies crop residues, it creates income while preventing the stubble burning. When entrepreneurs invest in bioenergy project, they create the job and local value chain. In this sense, bioenergy transforms our Annadata into Urjadata and strengthens India's journey towards Atmanirbhar Bharat. I am confident that the outcome of this workshop and the insight from the report will act as a catalyst for accelerating the adoption of green steam and heat solution across India's MSME sector. I urge all stakeholders present here to take this learning forward and convert into action. Let us work together to build an industrial ecosystem that is cleaner, resilient, and globally competitive, powered by Indian solution for India's condition. With this word, I wish the workshop every success and extend my best wishes for meaningful deliberation ahead. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, sir, for your visionary guidance and your motivation so that we can continue putting in efforts and jumpstart the bioeconomy in India. With this, we come towards the end of inaugural session, and hence I would like to request Shri Mayank Tiwari ji, Additional Secretary, MNRE, to felicitate guest of honor, Shri Shripad Yasho Naik ji, with the memento. May I again request Mayank Tiwari ji to felicitate Secretary MNRE, Shri Santosh Kumar Sarangi ji. May I again request Mayank Tiwari ji to felicitate Mr. Gottfried von Jemmingen, Head of Division for Economic Cooperation and Development, Embassy of Republic of Germany. Thank you, sir. Now, may I please request Dr. Gaurav Mishra, Scientist F, Bioenergy Division, MNRE, to felicitate Shri Mayank Tiwari ji by presenting a memento. And now a small request for a group photograph.
Grant Thornton and JSG team, please kindly join us. Shaiji. So many.
Sakaji,
Nakaji Api.
one of the pioneers.
Thank you, everyone. So we are very much in line with the schedule, and now we'll break for high tea. And may I please request everyone to be back in 15 minutes by 12 so that we can start with our panel discussion in time. Thank you.